Hi, thanks for joining me. We are going to start today's workout in sitting, and I'm going to do sitting facing the wall today. I'm going to use this cushion to sit up on because it's easier to get your hips into a nice position if you sit on something that's just a little bit elevated. So either a yoga block or a cushion is sometimes nice. I'm going to sit facing a wall. You could sit in a doorway. If you have stall bars, you could use the stall bars. And so I'm going to sit here. You're going to start by sitting in your best postural correction, thinking about equal weight bearing through your sit bones, sitting nice and tall, lifting your rib cage up away from your pelvis, thinking about lengthening all throughout your spine, thinking about the back of your neck being nice and long, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Then we're going to hinge forward at your hips. You're going to reach up the wall. Try to avoid just lifting your shoulders up to your ears, but keep your shoulders nice and down. Lots of space between your shoulders and your ears. And we're going to inhale and lengthen. Try to create more space between the top of your hips, bottom of your sit bones. Inhale, growing tall and wide. And as you exhale, squeeze your core, stretch your head up towards the ceiling. Try to grow even taller. Inhale, lengthen, expand, and open. As you exhale, hold that nice position. Inhale again, bringing some increased attention to the prominences and concavities of your back. Inhaling, moving your prominence forward and upward, concavity out and back. As you exhale, hold that position. Just a few more breaths here. Inhale, lengthen, expand, and open. And exhale, keep pressure and tension. Hold that position. Inhale, lengthen, expand, open even more. And then exhale, keep pressure and tension. Hold onto this length throughout your spine. We're going to slowly bring your hands down towards your sides, but try not to change anything in how your spine is positioned. Take a couple of breaths naturally. And then we are going to come up into standing next. And so just like when you were sitting, when you're standing, you want to think about keeping equal weight through your feet. Standing nice and tall. If you know you have a pelvic shift, you want to keep that pelvis nice and midline, nose and belly button lining up. Pelvis stacked right underneath your rib cage. Again, think about lifting that rib cage up away from your hips so you're growing nice and tall all throughout your trunk. I'm going to go ahead and bring my fingertips up to my shoulders for a few moments. Inhale and lengthen, expand, and open. As you exhale, press your elbows wide, press your head and hips in opposite directions. Keep this pressure and tension here. Inhale, lengthen, expand, open even more. Exhale, hold it right there, don't collapse. Squeeze your core, squeeze your glutes. Imagine like you're getting pressed between two panes of glass and you're growing really tall. Inhale, move your prominence forward and upward, concavity out and back. Exhale, hold it right there, elbows wide, head and hips opposite directions. Inhale, lengthen, expand, and open. And exhale and push, keep pressure, keep tension, maintain. 2 more breaths. Inhale, growing tall and wide. And exhale, keep pressure and tension, elbows wide, head and hips opposite directions. 1 more breath. Inhale, bringing prominences forward and upward, concavities out and back. Exhale, maintain that correction. Hold it right there, don't change anything. Again, we're going to bring your hands down to your sides. Try not to change anything about your positioning here. And we're going to go into a little mini squat. As you do this, your goal is to maintain the most correction that you can. So thinking about not letting your pelvis shift from side to side, thinking about maintaining the expansion through concavities of your back, the spacing between the bottom of your rib cage, top of your hips. So you're gonna inhale, lengthen, and expand. On your exhale, squat down just as far as you can comfortably. We're gonna hold this mini squat position for a full inhalation and exhalation. Inhaling, bringing that prominence forward and upward. As you exhale, holding that correction. And then inhale again, stand up nice and tall, pressing your head towards the ceiling, hips towards the ground. Check that you're in your best postural correction, pelvis nice and centered, open and expanded through the concavities of your back. On your next exhale, squat back down, full inhalation and exhalation again. Inhaling and lengthening, expanding, opening through the concavities of your back. As you exhale, pressing your head and hips opposite directions. And then when you're ready to inhale again, inhale, come up nice and tall. Thinking about maintaining that correction, making any adjustments that you need. We're gonna do one more squat. On your exhale, squat down. Hold this position for the full inhalation and exhalation again. Really focusing on maintaining that correction, prominence moving forward, concavity out and back, lots of length throughout your entire spine. And when you're ready to inhale, come on up nice and tall, pressing your head towards the ceiling, hips to the ground. We're gonna go ahead and do a modified single leg deadlift here. And so you're gonna start by finding that best standing position, standing nice and tall. We're gonna start by shifting all of your weight onto your left leg. So really thinking about squeezing that glute, activating your core so you're nice and stable here. Then we're gonna float your right leg out behind you. You can reach forward. If you need to use something for balance, please do. Hold again this position if you can for the full inhalation and exhalation, and then come back together. So if you need for balance, you can stand to where you have your hands on the back of a chair, or if it's too much and you don't want to go ahead and do that, try just doing a single leg stance, holding on to something for support for the full inhalation and exhalation instead. So if it feels okay, you're gonna actually hinge forward, keep your hips square, pointing straight ahead, open through the concavities of your back, squeezing your core. Come back together. We're gonna do 2 on the other side. Reset, find your best standing position, shift all your weight onto that right leg, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your core. When you're ready, go ahead and send that left leg back. Maintain the squareness of your hips. Really think about maintaining that correction through your concavity. So you may find that when you stand on the leg that you tend to want to weight bear on, it's easier to go into rotation. So you really have to work to move your prominence forward and upward, concavity out and back. We're gonna do once more, reset, find that nice standing position. When you're ready, send that leg back. Really thinking about maintaining that correction long throughout your entire spine, prominence moving forward, concavity out and back. Come back together, reset, find your best standing position. Take a couple of breaths naturally, and although that's a short and sweet workout, hopefully you found it helpful. Thanks.